This is going to be a brief demonstration of the invoice system that is built into FarmFact. And as we visit with folks at the farm shows, we're surprised at how many standard even farm operators do send out a bill, whether it be to a landlord or for another share of this or that, and do make use of the inventory of the invoicing system. Invoices are down below. Each client within FarmFact will have its own invoicing system. And we open up invoices. The list at the top are the folks you've sent some invoices to. These are the individual invoices themselves. And then down the lower left, we have a panel where you will then add the charges that you want to send with this one. And over to the right, then, a place where you add the payments received. Across the top, we got an item that is very useful, especially for people who do, say, like custom work or whatever. You can create a list of jobs or descriptions of things that you do, what you do, and how much you charge per unit, and whether or not it's subject to sales tax. So that as you create an invoice or add a charge, you simply select the item and apply the how much, and it will add the charge for you. You can run invoices as a single invoice or as a running account. You create, in this case, I've got a fellow by the name of Andy Mann, and we've got some charges applied to Andy. And over here, we've also posted a one payment. We still have an outstanding balance of $75. Now, I could go ahead and add an additional charge right now to Andy, and let's say it's on this date, and I'll use the descriptors. So I'll say I did some grain hauling for him, and I charged 10 cents a bushel, and I'm going to say I hauled 15,000 bushel. It calculated a $1,500 charge, and there's my charge. Now I want to go ahead and send him out a new invoice. So right down at the bottom, I can just click on Print an Invoice. Now within FarmFact, you can customize your invoices. You can give them additional details and additional components that were printed on the invoices. Here's a chance to make sure you have the name and address all correct, and you're ready to go ahead and create the invoice. And I'll go ahead and whiten that out. So in this case now, instead of saying the word invoice, it says the word statement. That's because it was the second or third time it's been sent. We have a listing of all charges year to date. We have a listing of all payments year to date, and therefore a balance due. So in this case, it would in fact say statement. And if you print the invoice, and I'm not going to do it from here, but once you print the invoice, FarmFact will archive a copy of that invoice as a PDF for you. So if you use the line one time, it will be straight as a straight invoice. If you use the same line for multiple times, then it becomes an account. From this screen, we can also get reports of carryover, receivables paid. We can also create a sales tax report as sales tax incurred as of a specific date. I think that pretty much covers, and down here is where the archiving would be. Once you print invoices for this individual, you can reprint them and see what you sent out to him. So, and it makes a very attractive invoice. Oh, one of the other things that I didn't cover, let's go back to print this invoice again. You can establish whether or not you want this to be a tear-off coupon invoice, meaning that if I create it, and you see down at the bottom, this is a tear-off coupon. Let's widen it out here a little bit. If you have the stock from us, which is a third tear-off, this is a perforation across the bottom. We also can supply you with the envelopes that you would need for a return. It would be the mail-out envelopes that match your invoice, and then a return envelope whereby your customer can tear off the bottom of the invoice and send it back to you. Now, for occasional use, that's not necessary, but just want to point out that that is available to you from FarmFact.